Okay, and we live, baby. Welcome back to another one Off the Bench family. This is the 27th official episode of Off the Bench podcast. Today, currently, this will make under like 2 months away, kind of like 2 months away from season two of Off the Bench podcast coming towards y'all. Uh, for all the new people that's watching and tuning in right now, y'all go ahead and subscribe so y'all can be part of the family. Stay along with us on the journey. And we're on the road to 300 subs right now, so y'all gonna hit that sub button. Uh, yeah, we got a lot of few things to talk about. A good day of football, Sunday night football. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. And let's not, hold them up too much. There's a lot of good things to talk about. A lot of good football was on display today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon and morning. Uh, but we're gonna start off with the Colorado game. They won. After coming out them two losing streaks.
So you can go ahead and talk about this. I don't even know what really happened. I didn't even see this game for real.
But Colorado, they came. Well, I ain't gonna say they came, but they finished how they was supposed to in my eyes. They played Arizona State, who came in as 1-14. But Arizona they came to play. You got to remember Colorado. They got a half their roster, half their playable players that they play on their team. Came from HBCU. So they already try to make them the underdogs and try to downplay their skill set and the talent that they got over there. But Arizona they came and hit them in the mouth first and made it a little bit competitive. But later on down the stretch, Colorado they started making plays, aka Shedeur Sanders started making plays. Uh, started being that leader that Coach Dion, Coach Prime, speak highly of him being, being a leader of this team and really putting his team on his back. Start making plays down when the team needed to make plays. Damn being his number one offense or number one defense. Shedeur he got done what he needed to got done. When they absolutely needed it most. Within 45 seconds left to go in the game, he drove his team. The distance of the field. Got himself into a good position to take control of this game, and that's exactly what they did. They went ahead and iced them off the strength of Shedeur Sanders, but another thing I want to say is like Colorado in games like this, uh, you can see a lot from your players. You got it's because it's different guys now. These past 3 weeks without Travis being there, it's been it's been consecutive different guys that been showing up, and those are guys. Once Travis come back, that you can have that same type of trust and to rely on them once Travis come back. You can be able to put them in positions and help you offensively and make that even more well-oiled machine. But I think this is a good win
I gotta
for
ask you. Okay, I gotta ask you. So how do you look at Colorado in the
them.
landscape of college football?
They not where they want to be, and I said this coming. I said this coming in that everybody just think Colorado is gonna automatically just be this powerhouse because Dion there. I was like, nah, just give it about 2-3 years where he can get these recruits in, get his D line and everything.
So where would you say they are right now?
I'm not gonna say they on the outside looking in. Like they got 1 foot in and 1 foot out to where they middle of the pack. Like they not above water, but they not below water. Like I just feel like they middle of the pack.
I feel the same way about them, but I feel like they are probably the most sought out team in the country. Everybody watching them. I saw a stat that said since Dion got there, sales went up like crazy, like 400% type
Definitely
stuff.
lead the nation.
Viewership was like 70 mil NFL numbers. But they are like you said, like a team that's 1 foot in, 1 foot out of really being like taken serious in college football. And I did not watch this game just because like I just didn't watch it because it came on hella late.
Hmm
They got the late games. They in the West Coast. USC don't be seeing a lot of it. They play late at night, 9:30 tip off. So you can't really, I can't really see the whole thing. But I did see Shedeur Sanders coming clutch, flex the wrist off. I did see that. I had to see why he did that and how that ended. But when I do look at Colorado, they are a good team, and everything you were saying is true. And like how I felt about them, because I didn't watch the whole game. Saw the game was close. Had to see what happened, obviously. But when I look at them, I do feel like they missed Travis Hunter a lot, and I'm glad that you brought that up because I do think that would have been the more convincing game last
Yeah,
2 days
definitely.
ago last night
Hmm
if they had Travis Hunter. I think they would have won by a comfortable margin. Trav's just that good, and the connection he already got with Shador from Jackson State on both sides of the ball. I think it would have been a lot better. But I look at them, and I do get an excuse to train in the background, but I look at Colorado, and because I look at Alabama, I look at those powerhouses where they want to be at, and I think they will get there very, very soon. Shador Sanders will be, the quarterback of that team very, very soon, where they are a powerhouse team in the nation, and people are like respecting them. Whereas they not gonna have no games where they play at Arizona State and it's close. It wouldn't have been close if Travis just played. Once they get other guys, and that's when I feel like they will get that respect.
Yeah.
Because right now I feel like since the beginning of week one, people really played down that TCU upset, beat them, came out, started off 3-0, lost to Oregon, who's always been good, lost to USC, Heisman winner over there. And then you get this game where it's like you see upsets happen all the time. It's college football. We just seen Miami get upset in the most embarrassing fashion. You just gotta take it. And for them to be able to win these games when they second best player, a Heisman candidate, is injured, it just speaks volume about their team and where they are going.
Yeah, definitely, and that just goes to show you like the prime effect once again. Because name another college football team that that's considered the underdogs, regardless of what the outcome is. It's a problem.
Yeah,
Like you said, they came into the TCU matchup week one underdogs.
underdogs.
TCU, they went to a national championship. They went to the bowl games. It was a highly
And
competitive team.
I'm gonna let you keep going. I understand because I did say that, and I understand that they not the same exact team. They lost some players. Yes, I understand that. That's the same exact organization. That's the same exact college. They have the same exact everything, same coaches and everything. That's the same team. So because I said that, and people took offense to it, saying, "Well, they lost the quarterback," and I understand that.
Yeah.
Ohio State, if they lost C.J. Stroud, they still Ohio State. Same guys. Just come on now.
Yeah, just moving up in ranking.
Come on, that's when I knew. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
y'all just taking away from them at that point.
Definitely is. Then like you go into a Oregon game where they get embarrassed, but once again they the underdogs. That's what
Right.
everybody was expecting. So when they come out and lose in the fashion that they lost, now it's a problem saying Colorado was overrated. How they overrated when y'all already had them as underdogs? It's like for them coming from being 1-11 and turning around, starting off their first 6 games of this season 4-2. That just goes to show you wonders of what Coach Prime doing over there. And these last 3 weeks, it's been without his second best player on, arguably his best player on both sides of the ball. You feel me? So
They got a lighter schedule, so they can realistically finish the season off like only 2-3 losses, where they still won't get invited to like the playoffs, which is only like for undefeated and one loss team. They still go to a bowl game and get to play another like Big Ten school,
and put them on the
Ohio State
market.
or Penn State, and put them on the map and win that game. You go into next season,
All
get
those
those,
recruits,
yeah. So I see the vision, but I don't think they right there like you said. And them not having Travis is also like shows that even more.
Yeah, definitely. And I a lot of things, I took another thing from this game and like what one of the flaws that people had about Colorado about this team was the trenches. The O line, D line. I feel like the D line is okay. It
Yeah,
can be better,
I
but
definitely think so.
it's good enough to
It
what they
is.
got right now.
Yeah,
But the O line,
you
we
gotta
got
get better. You
we
gotta
gotta have
work
yeah,
on
you know
that.
what I'm saying. We gotta have a discussion
You
about the O
gotta work
line.
on
Like
that.
the O line, they haven't been getting it done. That's really like the main reason why Colorado been getting off to these slow starts and they are always having to play from behind these last 2 weeks or these last 3 weeks. Like I feel like they could have won the USC game if they didn't give themselves in so big of a hole.
Yeah, and they only lost by a touchdown.
A loss by a touchdown. Facts. And they started the game off with 21-0, 21-0.
Something like that. Maybe 28-3, something like that. It was
Yeah, something like
some
that.
deficit.
But yeah, it's definitely light at the end of the tunnel for Colorado, even if they might not see it right now, but which they should see it. Like we've been stating, the organization that all these guys coming from HBCU to Pac-12, and they all are from that alone, all the naysayers and non-believers believing they ain't have the talent or skill enough to compete on this level. They come out, they win 4 games even though Travis hurt, they lost, 2 big games, which is, it's given when you consider the underdogs, and that's okay. You take your losses with your W's and you keep moving. And next season, that's where Colorado. I feel like Colorado would be more so like they still gonna be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but they'll be more so like trying to get that other foot through the
Inside,
door
yeah.
type shit. But
College football definitely at like all-time high right now. Yesterday was a lot of good football. The Texas versus Oklahoma rivalry, bro, that shit's so deep. I had to do like history on it and see like how long they've been playing it. They both are Big 12 schools, so of course it's
mm-hmm.
been a rivalry. Bro, all the stars came out. Baker was there.
I
Trey
seen Trey
Young was
Young,
there.
yeah.
Everybody was there. I'm like, bro, this game that deep. And Dylan Gabriel, the quarterback for Oklahoma, really like an underrated guy type shit. Not really a Heisman candidate whatsoever, but you played your ass off. Texas got their own Heisman quarterback, Heisman candidate over there, Quinn Ewers. Nice little raw white dude, gonna be an NFL draft pick this year for sure. But he outplayed him.
Mm-hmm.
Less turnovers, more touchdowns, probably more total yards. I think he had. He had 100 and some on the ground, 200 plus on in the air. I was like, this is a good game. Talk to Uncle. Miami losing. Miami losing that game to Georgia Tech. I know a lot of y'all seen it because that was the latest game. That was the last game I seen footage of because it was just so crazy how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
30 seconds left. Georgia Tech 0 timeouts. No, nothing. If they can stop the clock. 3 minutes left. All you gotta do is take a knee. 30 seconds is gonna run off. It's 40 seconds on the play clock. You ain't gotta run the play. Runs the ball. Strips it out. Gets the ball. 3 plays. Took him 3 plays to get in the end zone. 1 second left. What can you do at that point? If you Miami, what can you do at that point?
Hope. Hope.
Hella laterals going to be
going
on.
Hope. That's
Man,
it.
college football is definitely great. I love from Friday. High school is really like, no offense, high school is we grown now. Yeah, we grown now. It's not really nothing to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
College on Saturday from 11 to 11 basically, and then 12 to 9 o'clock. NFL, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
NFL,
we ain't even talked about. That's the college part of it right there. That was really gave him a little bit of that college.
Yeah. So speaking of NFL, our first game of the day that we'll be discussing will be the first game that was on television. They played in London today, the Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills, and the Jaguars ended up winning this game 25-20. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, please let me get the mic. If y'all know me, I'm big Chiefs, big Patrick Mahomes, and I have how can I do that little disrespect towards Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? I got a little bit, just a small bit of disrespect towards him, just because in Josh Allen's like third year, his first year actually being a good player, a star quarterback, because the first few years he was literally Daniel Jones, the split image of Daniel Jones' first few years. Turn the ball over a lot, runs the ball fucking without a carry less in the world, and develop into a good quarterback. His first year doing that, they tried to put him over Mahomes. We beat him in the playoffs. First year Stephon Diggs, give him a pass. I'm like, they gonna be back. That's a nice team. The next season happened. Beat him again in the playoffs. But it was closer. I'm like, Josh Allen and the Bills, they cooking. They right there. The next year come, lose to the Bengals. I'm like, all right. They showing me who they are. Say all that to say, they look like ass today against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They had like nine total possessions. 6 of them was punts. Bro, 4 of those drives was less than 6 plays. Offense was left in the United States. Second half, it was kind of close because that's when they had the drives where they started scoring touchdowns, where they kind of looked like the Bills. That whole first fucking half, except for one drive, that whole first half was terrible. And the Jaguars didn't even just play too great either. The Jaguars didn't. They're not off the leash either, but I don't expect not really too much from them. How I do the Bills. Y'all just beat the Dolphins, who had a top 1 wide receiver by the looks of it, a top 3 quarterback playing like it at the time, the best offense in the NFL. You just did them bad. Play against the Jaguars, who nowhere near the Dolphins. I don't think a lot of us looking at it at week 5, nowhere near the Dolphins. And you just go out there and just gave us nothing. 20 points. 20 points. Defense did decently for the amount of people. I think Matt Milano, the best linebacker on their team, he got injured in the first quarter. So that was a big blow. But even then, they only gave up 25 points. 20 points. Josh Allen, you got to be better. Stephon Diggs, he had a good game. Not gonna give him no slack. He had a touchdown, over 100 yards, like 6-7 receptions. He did your thing. Gabe Davis, they tried to take a touchdown from him, got another one. It still wasn't enough to beat the Jaguars. And that's my thing with the Bills. I'm at that point with them, where a lot of people are with the Cowboys. I'm looking at the Bills like that because it's like, bro, Josh Allen is really good at football. He is. There's no denying that. I see I see why. Stephon Diggs is really good. If you can't get it done in these games in this amount, like you got to be able to get it done to build up that name, because you can't, because you're not showing us in the playoffs. So the regular season games like that, national televised and overseas, come on now, Josh.
Yeah, facts. He definitely got to get it done in games like this. But I want to give a lot of praise to Trevor Lawrence. I ain't gonna say he just had a marvelous game, but I just think the job he did with in terms of like clock managing and being a good field general. You know, understanding the time of possession, understanding the value of each possession that was given. Because not Josh Allen, excuse me, Trevor Lawrence. He did like first half too. You know, neither team was really able to get it going. You know, it's really a shit show outside of that one touchdown being scored.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Bill defense, really was been their bread and butter. This whole season.
Well, I ain't know, like the offense have been picking it up.
Yeah, have been picking up. But I'm saying since week 1 to week 4, week 5. Week 4. This week 5. My bad. Yeah, this week 5. From week 1 to week 5, you know, their defense, you know, been there. You know, their defense, you know, they had 2 forced fumbles, and that's really what kind of kept them in the game a little bit, because if they didn't have them 2 forced fumbles, that's, you know, at the minimum probably like 6 points on the board right there for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Probably could have made this game more out of reach.
True.
But Trevor Lawrence, he went 25 of 37, 315. Only had one TD, but when you able to go 10 of 18 on third downs and control the game, like I said, you know, 38 minutes and 12 seconds of time of possession, compared to Josh Allen them they had, I ain't even write theirs down, but
it had to be like 32 minutes.
Yeah, it had to be something like that. But you know, when you able to control the game like that, control the tempo.
22 minutes, my fault.
Yeah, 22 minutes, and you able to, you know, keep your offense and keep your defense off the field, you know, converting on third down time after time again, you know, that could take a toll on you right there. Also, Calvin Ridley, he showed up today finally. It's like Calvin Ridley be showing up like
when he want to.
Yeah, definitely when he want to. Like once every other game.
It's really disrespectful you naming these guys on the Jaguars. You got anybody else who stood out?
With I ain't gonna lie, the dude from I forgot his name, but the dude from the defense, he was number 44.
Oh no, I think that's not Josh Allen. Is he on the line? D line?
Yeah, D line.
Josh Allen. I think that is Josh Allen. Yeah,
Josh
that's
Allen.
His name.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen played Josh Allen today.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Because he was talking about how he be looking for him at the other edge rushers and
yeah, Josh Allen.
Him.
Josh Allen.
He was making plays and shit. ETN.
That's who I was waiting on. Travis Etienne went crazy today.
ETN,
he was
going
feasted.
But shit, Calvin really had 7 receptions and 122. ETN 26, 136, 2 TDs.
26 carries, 136 against the
against the Bill defense, which
that's tough. I'm not gonna lie. He hooped. He did his thing.
The Bills were, you know, beat themselves today again. Like I said, True. Outside of like Trevor Lawrence, you know, being a good manager of the clock, you know, being able to keep his team, you know, to extend possessions, extend plays to keep the ball in their hands, as opposed to Josh Allen. You know, 11 penalties for 109 yards. You know, that's gonna get you beat when you're not, you know, possessing the ball that long and that much of the time. You know, going 5 or 12 on third down. You know, weren't able to extend drives and be able to put points up on the board, which a lot of that was, you know, came from the first half though. You know, second half they started picking it up, but once it was kind of too late, that defense had 5 sacks, 2 turnovers, 5 sacks.
Yeah, you should probably win that game.
You should win that game.
If you the Bills, you should probably win that game.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got 8 receptions, 121 yards. You got 2 receivers, 100 plus yards.
Playing against the Jaguars. That's what I'm saying. That's the game where I looked at, and even though it is national TV, it's in London. You should win that game.
Yeah,
you should win that game. The Falcons, they lost to the Jaguars last week. That's the Falcons. Y'all are the Bills. Mm-hmm. Y'all should handle business. That again. That's why can't really. The Bills, you got to watch them. Really, that's a team you can't judge until you see them for a few weeks. because that's why I took what the Jets did to them so good, because it ain't gonna be too many teams that hold them to that few amount of points. But when it do happen, you gotta remember that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And once Josh Allen can't just do what he wants, or once the offense not clicking, the defense is gonna be the defense.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't stop a good offense for so long.
For so long. Yeah.
You can't just do it for consistently. Especially 38 minutes of being on the field. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I say.
That's
Trevor
crazy.
Lawrence won this game from being like a smart
Travis Etienne wearing them down. 26
wearing them
carries
down.
is crazy.
Just an overall
That's a good
balanced
game.
attack.
Yeah,
Just
that was
overall
a good game.
balanced attack. Receiving and rushing, ground attack. That just over because the front four, the offensive front line, the secondary. That was just an overall complete game. Especially like the play call and having like watching that game live and seeing like the plays that the Jaguars head coach was calling, like the reverses and the run play that he was calling for ETN to able to get these break. He had like 3 or 4 like breakaway runs, like 20, 15 plus like yard runs. And that's really like what made his carry total go up so much. But these games I've been like looking at it for Trevor Lawrence, to especially to make that the next leap, because even the commentator was saying it when I was watching the game. It was like, because Trevor Lawrence had did something. He was like those plays like right there that will keeping him from being a great QB instead of a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that is fast, because like everybody waiting on Trevor Lawrence to make that ascension
sure.
into that to that category, because he definitely got the talent for it. But yeah, man, that's all I got for that one.
I'm enjoying these London games. There's one more next week. I'm enjoying
the
that.
Ravens and Tennessee.
I'm enjoying the 8:00 games for sure.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
They come off right when they come off, all the 11 o'clock games start right at 11.
I like those 8:00 games, because like soon as you wake up in the morning, like you got something to watch
right there,
from 8 to like 10.
And it ain't people talking. It's the real thing. We seeing real game right now.
Real game, no bullshit. But next up, man, we got the 5-0 Eagles, who just won their 5th game today versus the Los Angeles Rams. And this was Cooper Kupp's first game back. Looked like he lose too much of his step. But the Eagles did win this game. Like I just said, they moved to 5-0. Thoughts on that?
Very ugly, gritty game. That's how a lot of the Eagles games been so far. Like ugly. They haven't been looking like as good as they have been last year offensively. 23 points for the Eagles. That's good for a lot of teams, but for the Eagles, you look at the Niners, that's how we probably compare them to best. They scoring 30, with a blink of an eye, they scoring 30. Every game, they give it 30. So to see the Eagles scoring under 30 points, under 28 points, under 25 points, how they are, in the first half, this was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Both of their first drives, the Eagles had the ball first, went down 75 yards, 7 plays, got in the end zone. Dallas Goedert was going crazy. 4 receptions. He had 56 yards out of that. And he had a touchdown to finish it off. Matthew Stafford came out there with Cooper Kupp, and they went crazy. Cooper Kupp, that first drive looked like that Cooper Kupp drive in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally watching the highlights again. All of Matthew Stafford passes was literally to Cooper Kupp until they got to the 2-yard line, where like Tutu Atwell caught the touchdown pass. But after that, the offense for the Rams really got out the window. It really wasn't too much else to see. Puka Nacua, he had a touchdown late in the first half, right before going into halftime. But they went up, and that was the last time they scored the ball again. The Eagles, they got the ball back with like 30 seconds, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
They scored right before halftime. Got the ball back. They didn't do nothing with it. And then to start off the third quarter, and then they scored field goal. And that's the only time they scored down in game. So this really wasn't an offensive showcase. It was a gritty game, and the Eagles keep showing us that they 5-0. It ain't been the cutest 5-0. Like the Niners, that's a cute 5-0 what they doing. Eagles,
they putting hurting on teams.
Yeah. That's a cute 5-0. I'm not gonna lie. The Eagles, they got an ugly 5-0. It's like you 5-0, but it's ugly.
Yeah, it's like,
it's ugly. It's questionable, but like it's 5-0, so you can't really question it.
Yeah, facts. That's what when we were talking about it earlier. When Uncle had asked him, like when he said the Eagles, like same thing you said. 'Cause, like the offense, I know they got another gear that they can go
Yeah,
to,
for sure.
and that's what makes like this 5-0 even like a little bit more scarier. Cause like us saying that goes to show you how
How good
good
this
they
team? Yeah,
really
for
is. You know
real.
what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, they defense is definitely ain't no ifs ands buts about it. Been what they've been hanging their hats on. Been a hard cap. Been with shit. Our defense. We gonna lean on our defense to stop you. You know, of course, our offense it may struggle, but
I was gonna say, or 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1.
you know what I'm saying.
They love those
Yeah, yeah.
moments.
Our offense may struggle, but at some point in time, we're gonna at least get some type of points on the board because you're not gonna just keep our offense from like shutting out, just kicking field goals. We're gonna at least get into the end zone at least once or twice. So like today, like Jalen Hurts didn't have. He had like a very
It was
steady
decent. Yeah,
game.
he
You know
had
what I'm saying? He went
good
to
rushing yards. Yeah,
one nothing
70. I want to say.
spectacular. 25, 38, 303, a touchdown, interception. We got to get those interceptions down. Interception out of his first 4 or 5 games. First of the 4 or 5 games. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that down. Make that a little bit more cleaner. I think that have AJ Brown been picking it up these last couple
You
weeks.
got him on fantasy, been going crazy.
He had 6 receptions, 127 yards.
Tell me about it.
And this Eagle offense, they just had like a smooth ground, like a ground attack, in air attack, 454 total yards on offense. They went 13 to 18 on third down conversions. And once again, that touch push, we know that's unstoppable.
They love those moments.
They love
They
those
live
moments.
for
They
4th
live
and
for that.
ones.
They threw for 295 passing yards, 159 rushing yards. Good balanced attack where you don't have to do too much with Jalen Hurts. Trust the offense line, hand it off to Swift and let him do his thing. They only punt the ball one time, the Eagles.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So once they kind of like how they won this game basically how the Jaguars beat the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Time of possession, they had a time of possession of
Yeah.
37 minutes and 55 seconds of time of possession. And that defense, the Eagle defense, they held the Rams, which last week the Rams when they played the Bengals on Monday Night Football, coming into that game, they was the best third down team in the NFL. And the Bengals, that's how they won that game, was able to get off on third down. And the Eagles once again stop the Rams from converting on third down. They went 6 of 14 third down. Only allowed 54 rushing yards with 3 sacks.
Yeah, that was bad. I saw that too.
Yeah, so whenever you can be able to stop a whole attack, like the run game was non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
So the Eagles knew we can be able to put pressure on the quarterback. We can be able to send the dogs because that run game, that rushing attack is non-existent. And I think that's problems for the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to run the ball where you can be able to play action pass. And now that Cooper Kupp is back, you got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. That's gonna be a nasty duo.
It is 2 white boys, and Matthew Stafford gonna love throwing it to him. Sean McVay gonna love coaching up play for white people.
Yeah.
He is gonna. He gonna no disrespect to white people. We saw what he was doing with Van Jefferson and Robert Woods, Matthew Stafford. That is wasn't even looking their way. I remember watching those games. Wasn't even looking their way half the time. Cooper Kupp over there. That's where I'm going. Even though we saw a little bit of that today, we saw a lot of that today. It was literally Puka and Cooper. Matthew Stafford had 222 yards, I want to say, passing. I want to say everybody else, not named Puka and not named Cooper, had like 45, 50 yards combined. Every other receiver combined. Mm-hmm. That's wild to actually think about. The Rams not that bad.
They not.
They did get worse from the Super Bowl run a lot, but they're not like bottom of the barrel bad. They are mid at this point.
Yeah, they middle of the pack.
But they not just bad. Like they be in these games with these top notch teams.
They're O-line away. O-line away from being back where they was when it was that Super Bowl years. Because you got to think about it. Stafford was pressured 18 times in this game. The offensive line. That goes to show you why they only rushed for 54 yards. You get pressure, your quarterback get pressure 18 times. You rush the ball 54 yards.
Hold on. How many passes this nigga have?
Passing attempts 37.
So that's about half
damn
the time.
Half.
Yeah, damn, they was on that nigga ass. Who they play?
They played the Eagles.
They was on that nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga was in jail.
So you can't really blame that on Matthew Stafford and like for these incompletions because every time, half the time he dropped back. Basically, shit, every time he didn't complete a pass, he was pressured. If you want to put it like that. But shit, he went 21 to 37. So half the time he wasn't pressured, he completed the pass. That's on your offensive line. Uh, but that's all I got to say on that. Eagles, they 5-0. I know all the Eagles fans happy right now. They rubbing their hands with the bird man like right now. But I really thought they was gonna lose today though. But they showed they proved me wrong. That's what I've been expecting though at a team. That's why I said a lot of games today. Showed me a lot of who they are as individuals. But next up, man, we got your team,
Man, let's talk about it.
Chiefs Vikings, man.
Was me eating. I ain't gonna lie.
Chiefs Vikings, bro.
That was a good game. That was actually a good game.
Definitely was.
First play of the game, we got a fumble recovery. I thought we were gonna blow him out. We scored on that possession. Thought we were gonna blow him out. I thought it was over with. We start going to Unc House for the event. I'm like, yeah, we gonna be up 21 points by the time I get back. Being a delusional fan, I get back, we're tied. We're in a good battle, a heated battle, I would say. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson is crazy. I'm not gonna say he got shut down today. Justin Jefferson wasn't Justin Jefferson today. He did get hurt. He had a few, slip up injury wise, but he just wasn't Justin Jefferson. He only had like 6 or 7 receptions or targets. I want to say only a few receptions because I did have some money on him today.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga did not come close to getting what I anticipated. Playing the Chiefs defense, who got some young cornerbacks, and I'm a Chiefs fan. I know we give up a lot of yards to the number one receivers. I see what Jamar Chase do, what Stephon Diggs do. We ain't never played Jettas. Jetta's different. He ain't do shit. I look at the Chiefs though. This is an ugly win. Another one. Can't complain though. 4-1. We should be 5-0 with the Eagles and with the 49ers. We got played slanted crowd in week 1. Travis Kelce getting hurt in practice. Come on, bro. That slanted crowd. Chris Jones was at the game. Didn't play. That slanted crowd. We should be 5-0. We all can come to agrees in terms on that. So I feel like the same with the Eagles. It's ugly. It's not the 49ers. That's why I just give the 49ers they praise because they doing it in pretty fashion. We still right there with them. It's just not as pretty and not as like convincing and not as like easy as they doing. Which Pat not playing as good as he has been last year, throwing a few too many interceptions, few too many, which I don't like. He throwing a lot of interceptions. Travis Kelce, he gonna be Travis, but he ain't even been Travis from last year. Our offense, it just seemed like it took a step back, losing the few people we lost last season, which I wouldn't even thought losing Juju would be that big for the wide receiving group. Losing Mecole Hardman, who really didn't do nothing, but him being that speed and can stretch the floor out, stretch the field out. Man, we missing that. We missing that because you may have a game where Scott Moore have a big game, and then you may go 3 weeks without him even touching the football. He a wide receiver. He playing, but he won't touch the football. That means he ain't catching the ball. You just running routes.
Or getting open.
Just getting cardio in for a full game where we need you to get open. We trying to win games. And that's just where I'm coming with this offense. Pacheco, I love him. He been getting the job done as the real running back. Give Clyde Edwards less minutes. I need to see him getting less minutes. I heard his name one too many times today. Stop playing him. I'm sorry. He was there before Pacheco. You was there in 2020. Now that I think about it, we lost in the Super Bowl. It's 2023. Stop playing him. Jerry McKinnon, Pacheco, run that out. We got some decent options. We got, Kadarius Toney, he iffy. MVS, he iffy. I barely be peeping. He on the field sometimes. Scott Moore, Rashee Rice, Justin. No, none of these guys are like household names. This reminds me of Brady when he was on those teams with the Patriots when they just had a good ass defense, but they were still winning and he had enough to win. This is what this feel like. Gronk, Tom, and a bunch of nobodies, and we just finna do this shit. We just finna do this shit, bro. And then the defense gonna be elite. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, facts. Like I said before this topic has started, these games today showed me a lot about who these teams are really are as a team and how I view them like later on come playoff time. And this game was one of those games for me. Like the Chiefs, they might not be the same Chiefs as years as explosive as they was in previous years, But I feel like with Patrick Mahomes having the experience that he have, being in 2 Super Bowl, playing in 3 Super Bowls, winning 2 of them. Same thing with Travis Kelce, he being a veteran tight end in this league, having a veteran head coach, somebody like Andy Reid. So even though you got young players, you got Chris Jones, even though you still got young players and guys and of that nature and stuff like that, I still consider this a veteran ball club. And today was one of those veteran wins, like kind of like the Eagles. Today they grinded this win out. Uh, Different from what you usually see. They didn't put up a lot of points, but Patrick Mahomes got the job done. In which the job is ultimately getting the W. They won the game time possession. Kind of how that's the main thing of I think of this episode, time possession. 32 minutes having the ball, especially of somebody of the magnitude of Patrick Mahomes having the ball, having the ball in your hands that long to be able to dissect and make plays. That was definitely pivotal because the running game damn near winning with 9 assists and 67 rushing yards, uh, 266 passing yards. So they just did. He didn't have a hell of a game, but he did enough to get by. And the defense been y'all bread and butter, y'all hard caps. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all been strapping up. Y'all had Justin Jefferson in jail, didn't catch a pass the whole second half, and that was the story of the game right there. Weren't able to defense. Defense made plays when they needed to because the Vikings had more first downs. They ran more plays. Uh, they had one more rushing yard than y'all did. If that mean anything, y'all had 67. And they had 69. So, but if that mean anything, but yeah, that defense been strapping up. I've been liking what I was seeing. These were one of those games, definitely, because like you said, you're going against one of those top receivers in the league. The corners don't do fairly well against wide receivers of that caliber, like the Jamar Chases, the Devontae Adams. The upper echelons of receivers, and to be able to put Justin Jefferson a whole 3 receptions for like 26, 27 yards. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. Got to
Nigga
give
didn't
you a
do
stamp.
shit today.
Yeah, got to give you a stamp of approval. That defense step of approval today.
No Nick Bolton either. Get well soon, Nick. You need to come back.
What happened to him?
He got hurt like I think 2 weeks ago. He didn't play last week either. I think a foot injury or something. He'll be back soon.
And last game of the day. This really like the game that I've been waiting on all freaking day. And really since the season been started.
Is
So
this the
like,
Cowboys, bro?
yes,
Bro, I'm glad. Keep going, but I'm glad you just said that.
because like all the Cowboys fans, they've been swearing up and down like this is gonna be the season this year, this, that, and third. And I've been on record on this podcast stating that the defense is legit, this, that, and the third. But I just don't trust that offense and that. And the same reason I was disputing on previous episodes is what I'm gonna dispute today and what was on display from Dak Prescott and that offense in this game. But the floor is yours.
Nah, I was just, bro, when you was talking about the Chiefs, and bro, I just looked up NFL scores just to see what's going on in that game. Bro, it is 42-10. It is currently a minute left in the fourth quarter. It is 42-10. Brock Purdy is out there having a master
A
class.
master class, and that's like I'm about to just hop right into it. Like that's what I've been talking about, like with the Dallas Cowboys. Like the Dallas Cowboys, they are who they are. Like, what's the point of me steady watching the same movie over and over again, trying to expect a different ending outcome when I didn't watch this movie 1,000 times, knowing the ending not never gonna change? That's like the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all going to a different season in a different year, expecting a different result with ultimately the same players. You still got that, and that's the main reason you only go as far as your quarterback take you. Regardless of how overpowered and how talented that defense is, you have to be able to put points up in this day and age in football. And Dak Prescott, he just not that guy. He not that guy. Not that guy. He's very mid. He's very average. He's at what he do. He's not able to extend plays. He's not able to make plays beyond his means. Uh,
Cook.
huh?
Cook.
He's not able to make plays beyond his means.
Keep cooking.
His offensive line is straight run game, not there. Tony Pollard, he's too small to be able to be giving him 20 to 25 rushing yards, and that's what you need with a quarterback that level.
You said he too small?
He too small.
You know what's crazier?
What?
That backup is even smaller. Keep going. The
Yeah.
floor is yours. Keep cooking.
You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
Like
I got keep cooking.
And like the defense. I want to
Keep
say
cooking.
like name the whenever the defense not being a high level defense, whether they're taking the ball away, getting fumbles, interceptions, and special teams not doing what special teams does, when Dak Prescott is in a position to show you what Dak Prescott is capable of, he don't do nothing. He fold like clothes on a good Sunday after church.
Fold like a chair, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like he don't show you nothing, he don't give you nothing. And I'm happy because like this just proves me right here. The Dallas Cowboys is who I thought they were coming into the season. And now I know after this game, they not gonna go far. They're gonna be one and done this year again, and they're gonna come into the next off season, probably make one or two changes, minimum changes, and come back and think they can do it again. And that's all I got with them.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, because I gotta clear up my name a little bit. I'm gonna get on record. I'm a Chiefs fan. Never been a Cowboys fan. You can attest to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know me, if you actually know me, I know a lot of Cowboys fans. And if you know me, you probably think until we start talking, you probably think I'm a Cowboy hater. I ain't gonna lie. Same way he be talking, it's the same way I was talking about Dak. He can attest to this about Dak each and every week. He know I ain't capping. But growing up, having a podcast, having to really take, you know what I'm saying, really, I'm like, okay, let me try not to have no hatred for no team going into
having an unbiased.
Yeah, let me grow from that. Tell me why I was like, okay, let me try to get on Dak. Remember I told you I was watching Dak highlights.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he only throwing it to CD. Let me go to CD shit. Dak, you too mid. CD is still what brought me to the Cowboys. Dak is ass, bro. I can't, bro. Dak is at 3 interceptions. It's a stat that CJ just took, the most fucking, really a pointless stat. Most passes from a rookie without an interception.
Mm-hmm.
He got like 1-6. Dak had the record for like 6-7 years. Really a bullshit. Dak ain't been doing shit but throwing picks since his rookie year then.
Yeah.
Because that means if you were doing that in your rookie year, you just said, fuck what I was doing in my rookie year and just start throwing the most. 3 today is 3 picks. 3 picks. I understand it's the Niners. Best team in the NFL. I'm going to give them their flowers because that's really illegal. They are really the 2018 Warriors. That's really crazy how good they are.
Too many weapons all over the field.
They literally are the Warriors football version. In San Francisco, in Cali, got a super team somehow. And they just running through niggas. They running through niggas back to the Cowboys. I'm not letting y'all off the hook this time. You need a whole new roster change.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep CD.
I
like him. Keep CD.
On the offense, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Defense, really, all them niggas can stay. A lot of them can stay.
Yeah.
Y'all can stay because I know they dominated the time of possession today. Because we was watching that game. The Cowboys' possessions was very, very grim.
Yeah, that's because they quarterback
is very, very weak.
It's hard to be. You just consider it. Let this sink in. He just said that the 49ers is the best team in the NFL. When you go up against the best team in the NFL, your quarterback in their first four drives can't go 3 and out. I'm talking about like quick 3 and outs. You can't do that if you want to win in this league. Like that's the pure definition of midness.
No, I think you giving them too much credit. Nigga, it was a fumble in there somewhere. It was a fumble in there, I think on the first play or second play, something like that. It was a fumble. It was terrible. That was an embarrassment, and that was an embarrassment, bro.
I got a stat right here. In the first quarter, the Cowboys had 6 total yards.
That's fucking embarrassing. That's not as bad as the Steelers have a -1 at half, but that's embarrassing.
That is 0 first downs in the first quarter.
It's embarrassing.
The 49ers had 8 of them.
It's embarrassing. That's crazy. And I work with I can't wait to go to work tomorrow because week 1 when we lost, and that's why I hate overreactions and shit. Week 1 we lost. Cowboys, they won. Co-worker, we the best team.
Mm-hmm.
Week 2 they played the fucking who they played the Jets. They won again. Blah blah. We the best team in the league. I'm like, bro, we're still in the league. The Niners, the Dolphins, damn, they're playing as good as y'all. You know what I mean? It's other good teams. You ain't gotta just eat when y'all at y'all highest.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And that's what Cowboys fans do. That's why it's hard to root for them because when they're at their highest, they're
Yeah.
gonna talk shit. And then when they're at their lowest, they expect niggas to not say nothing. Cause niggas don't come at Cowboys fans sideways.
They don't.
It's the other way around. It's just Cowboys fans always on 10 and can't never just be like realistic. Like,
Yeah.
man, this is the same team since Dak been around. Zeke left last year. You brought in Tony Pollard. Arguably, the run game got worse.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Because how your backup become your starter
Dudes
and
Vaughn.
being content.
Oh, you talking about Tony Pollard?
Yeah, being content.
Because he was on the team for like what 3 years before when Zeke was on the team.
Yeah.
And they just like shit. He worked. He got it.
Yeah.
Even though he was looking better than Zeke, I just think Zeke, at that point just ran his course.
His age and all that. Yeah.
That big body type of play. But the 49ers, bro.
Yeah, I like what Kyle Shanahan, the offense. It's like
Man.
he got Brock Purdy. Like that whole team believe in Brock Purdy, and I think that's really what where it come from. Like the team got confidence in him, the coach got confidence in him, which ultimately like bring confidence in itself to go out there and perform like that.
And that's why I was so high on Brock Purdy and like saying that he just because seeing them trade Trey Lance, they number 3 overall, they traded up for this pick for this guy to give him the opportunity. He was the last the last nigga in the draft to hear his name. He probably didn't hear it. I think he probably had to call him and say, "Yeah, we pick you up." He probably didn't believe it. You get him, and he did good. We're undefeated. Got hurt. We all know that. The whole locker room was already behind him. I don't think they wouldn't traded Trey Lance. That's why I was like, they gonna come out and they gonna look nasty. I couldn't expect them to look this good though. I thought 1 week they would look, average, subpar. They played the Steelers, who got a great defense. The Cowboys, they had a top 3 defense. They playing good team. They playing, who they playing up against. They just beating on everybody like it don't matter.
And like the biggest thing that I'm taking from it too is like, cause we look at what's that quarterback name? Justin Fields, right? Justin Fields, this is his 3rd year. Brock Purdy, this is his 2nd year. And you see like the progression that he made from year 1 to year 2 in terms of like throwing the football accuracy, reading the field.
Reading the field, I don't know about throwing in accuracy.
I think today he had a couple accurate passes.
He did. Hey, don't get me wrong, Brock, my guy.
But that's strides though from year 1 to year 2.
He got a little better. I think he definitely got a little better for sure. He got a little bit more comfortable in that pocket. He is a quick read. I think if a lot of quarterbacks could process shit like him, they'll be good. This nigga can look around the whole field like twice, and a nigga can Micah Parsons right there and still have time to get it out to whoever he wants to throw it to. That's crazy, and that's a sophomore. That's a sophomore. He's gonna get better. He's gonna be cheap. He's gonna be cheap because he on this deal for the next 2 years. I already looked into it because I had to see how is this capable? How is this possible? You have the best running back in the game. You have the best defensive player in the game. Got the best linebacker in the game. So you got those 3 best in the game. You got 2 top 15 wide receivers in the game. You got a top 5 left tackle?
Armstead.
Yeah. They ain't naming it.
Armstrong?
What's the big
Williams? Trent
Williams. I'm saying, hey man, yeah. But him too. I'm gonna get to that. You got a top 3 D line in the game. You got a top 3 secondary in how
you got a top 3 middle linebacker core with him, Fred Warner, Greenlaw.
How are they that good though? How did this team somehow just get? They are the Chargers on steroids.
The offense on steroids because
steroids.
Like you said, the 2018 Warriors. It's not the players that made like it wasn't the names that necessarily made the team good. It was like the fit,
the names.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the names. I'm not gonna lie, it's the names, bro. When I hear the name McCaffrey, Devo, Ayuk, Kittle,
But what I'm saying, like if you would have had like the Chargers got a talented roster too. I don't think their coach know how to use that talent like Kyle Shanahan getting the most out of his players.
Oh yeah,
and putting them in. That's why I'm saying
that's different coaching. No, that's different coaching too. Because Brandon Staley needs to be fired ASAP, as soon as possible. They had Shanahan. Austin Eckler will be looking like CMC. They play kind of the same, running back receivers who still can run the ball, but can catch the ball out the backfield. He would be making Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Oh my gosh! But I just think this team, and even on the names is what do it just because like you said, the fit, and that's why it's the name because they all fit. It's all different positions, and they all like elite at the position.
Yeah, and they fit with like whatever somebody else like that D line. Whoever on the D line lacks some, the other three is gonna make up for it, and like vice versa,
And
like
that
with all of
yeah,
them.
that's the offense. That bro, Kittle is a great blocker. He don't have to catch the ball.
Hmm.
He got Debo, IU, and CMC. All you gotta do is make sure I'm blocking for these niggas sometime, and I can catch. I'm still a good top 3 tight
Yeah,
end. I can catch that hoe, but we got IU, we got Debo, and we got CMC. Why would I take away from these guys?
yeah, facts.
Brock
He
Purdy
gonna
is
get his time.
this team, and again, of course, people are gonna say, "Well, we gotta wait until they play the Eagles or the Chiefs." I think it will still be the same. I still think they are going to look good. I just think the other teams will have to rise to the occasion. They're not dropping. They're not going nowhere.
Hmm.
They not. They know their identity. Each and every player, they've been on this team for a minute. Fred Warner been here. Nick Bosa been here. Debo been here. Kittle been here. They got guy like you said about what you talking about you want to talk about the Chiefs? The Chiefs. They ain't even talking about the Chiefs. Young teams, they are kind of younger because they are
But
younger
yeah,
than what they
veteran,
had.
veteran
They are
team.
veteran led, bro. Brock Purdy is young. He got nothing but OGs around him though. You feel me? You got Hufanga. He young. He on the defense with nothing but dogs and OGs over there. You in front. You behind Fred Warner. He gotta trust you. You don't think Fred Warner top lurker? He gotta trust you. That team is just OP, and I'm not even a 49ers fan. Never really have been, never will be, but I gotta respect when I see greatness because they remind me of Steph, KD, Clay, Draymond. But in football though,
Yeah,
because it's
definitely.
or it's nothing it's nothing niggas can do about it.
Last week CMC go for 4 touchdowns. This week Kittle
Kittle
go
go
for
for
30.
3. That nigga Dak Prescott threw as many interceptions as dude had touchdowns. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just overall like just masterclass performance right there. And like this is one of those games where they like put their emphasis on like the gap, the gap between like the two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't come in there and like to make it close and be like, okay, this the Dallas, we just made a couple more plays.
Yeah.
Like no,
This is a blowout,
it's
nigga.
a you know what I'm saying? Like
32 points. Yeah.
it's a distance between the two, and that's why I say Brock Purdy. He only gonna get better, like not even next season, like this season. Like he not done like growing and developing as a player, cause like
No, I heard he was mid on the streets. That's word on the streets.
man, like I'm 5 weeks in, he making me a believer now. The only thing that I need to see now that I haven't seen from him outside of that Rams game is like a more tougher like close game, like where he have to grind it out.
Mm. That's
Like
the Niners in general. I was just gonna say that when I was thinking about it, like, nah, because that's just how good they are. But they are going. I do need to see that. That's why I'm like the Eagles and the Chiefs. They win it in ugly fashion.
yeah,
We know they can win in blowouts, but the Niners we ain't seen that. But it's just, I mean, they really had to either at the same
mm-hmm.
time. So I mean, I can't use that against them.
I'm gonna say cause that can be
We could.
a good thing.
But I gotta ask you before we end the show. I gotta ask you. See, we are week 5. We week 5 weeks in. Give me your like tiers and of the NFL, the landscape of the NFL. How you looking? Because I know there's a lot of change in 5 weeks. There's been a lot of
It
football in only 5 weeks.
It is, I still want to say it's hard to judge like off these 5 weeks
It is, but
because like, but if I had to say, I would say like a tier one teams would be like the Eagles, Chiefs, uh, uh, obviously the 49ers, and I got to give it to the Dolphins. Like outside of that Buffalo game, they really haven't showed me too much like to sway me differently, and they still not fully healthy yet. Then I say like those tier two teams are to me is like I mean not the Bengals, the Bills, the the Ravens, uh uh I wanna say the Lions. I'm kinda not saying sold on them, but they kinda convinced me. Like they are a solid team. Uh I really wanna say that's about it. That's
it's
really
crazy.
like cause like everybody else, I I don't have the Bills making the playoffs this year.
See how I got it? That's crazy. But me, I got it. Like my tier ones are like contenders. Got Chiefs, Eagles, 49ers. That's everybody. Tier two is like could be contenders, play a little better. Again, it's only week 5. Week 5. I got the Bills, Ravens. Did you mean Bengals?
No. I said the Bengals not making the playoffs.
So yeah, you said Bills. You said the Bills. That's why I said you crazy.
Yeah,
So the Bengals not gonna make it.
yeah.
Okay, I just had to make sure. So I got the Bills. I got the Ravens. I got the Dolphins in that category. I got the Cowboys just because the NFC landscape, and they are one of the best teams in the NFC outside the first
That's
two.
why I had to put the Lions.
And I was just gonna say, I got the Lions in there. They are a new team that they are
Definitely.
4-1, ain't they? They are, any given week they can surprise you and
Defense
beat you.
legit.
They are a good team, and they literally are low key getting up in there. There's a
Yeah.
lot of teams that have fallen out though, like the Bengals. They did just win, but man, they not looking good like
I
whatsoever.
mean, the Bengals they won the game that they was supposed. If they would have lost to the Cardinals, come on now. So like, I don't give them extra cool points for beating the Cardinals.
They give them some points, but they need it. They ain't got no points.
Yeah,
They got
that's just
none.
that's
They
why I
not
said
up on the score right now.
that's why I say I don't see because like I don't see them making the playoffs because don't you have to be a top 2 team in your division?
Yeah, damn near.
And I don't outside of the Browns, I really don't see them beating. They already down on the score. They lost to everybody in their division already.
Yeah, say their last team. I just looked at it today.
So
They can beat the Steelers. They can outdo the Steelers and the Browns, can't they?
I think the Steelers defense is too legit for Joey B to not be 100.
You think that Steelers D gonna be good enough to keep winning them games? That's what you saying?
No, just specifically against the Bengals. Their O line shitty.
No, I'm talking about like in the landscape of the
Oh,
because it's really because do you think the Bengals will finish above the
Steelers?
yeah, basically.
No,
The Bengals do got a tough next 3 weeks. They got the Seahawks, who probably not that tough.
I think
40,
I can think they can win. I think they can lose that game.
49ers, and then they
Yeah,
got the Bills, and then
yeah.
they got my guy, the guy, the rookie of the year. They got C.J. Proud. They got the Ravens, then the Steelers, Jags,
They're not making the
Colts,
playoffs this year.
Vikings, Steelers, us, Browns. They probably not.
They're not making the playoffs
They
this year, bro.
probably not.
They're not making the
They got
playoffs.
a tough little schedule. Damn, I thought they were gonna get kind of easy.
And like they said, they sit behind the 8 ball, like starting the season off like this.
Owen, what 3? You can't do that. 0-2, can't do that. 1-3.
Yeah, 1-3.
And then they won today, so 2-3. You can't do that, especially if you want to win championships.
Then your first 3 losses come from all divisional
that
rivals.
that hurt. So
that's what I'm saying. Like they not making the playoffs this year.
All right, so I'm gonna do one more thing. So I'm just ask you teams, and you tell me if they're gonna make it. Only 8 teams make it to the playoffs, though.
Yeah,
This
2 teams from each division.
It'd be wild cards who if they better, but I guess you could look at it like that. Dolphins.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Jaguars.
What division they in? AFC?
South.
AFC?
Mhm.
No.
Colts.
No.
Texans.
No.
Titans.
No.
So which one of those 4 teams gonna make it?
Who?
I'm asking you. Nigga, they in the AFC South. One of them gotta make it. Who gonna make it? I just gave you the names.
The Jaguars.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Browns.
No.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Bills.
Yeah.
Jets.
No.
Texans.
No.
Bengals. No. Broncos.
Hell no.
Raiders.
No.
Patriots.
No.
So where this last team coming from?
That wild card.
You know what I'm saying? So where this last team? Because I just reread the names that was left on for the wild card.
And you said the Patriots, Bengals.
Patriots 1-4. I'm just saying the team that was rest. I said the Jets, Patriots, Raiders, Broncos. Who these teams are bad right now.
They are.
Titans, Texans, Colts. Colts may make. That's what I'm saying. It may be the Bengals or the Browns. The AFC North is looking like the division.
I got the Browns.
It's looking like the division to have 3 playoff teams. Because you got the Steelers. If they make it, I'm pretty sure the Browns can make it.
Mm-hmm.
They are 2-2 right now. They play tomorrow, so they could be 3-2 and still be ahead of the 8-ball.
Who play tomorrow?
The Browns.
No, they don't.
They got a bye week.
Yeah.
You are right. Who do play tomorrow on Monday night?
Packers and the Raiders.
That's a weak game.
No, nigga. The Commanders and the Bears played on the primetime game.
Amazon Prime be stealing money. That's why I asked Mama, how much do you think Jeff Bezos paid the NFL for that? Like to get that shit. She said probably like 10 billion or like something like that. Or something like 10 billion. I was like, you think so? I was like, that's a lot of money. But I was like, I know he making a lot of money from this shit. I'm like, damn, he paid $10 billion to get these weak ass games every year since Thursday Night Football. Go to do the research. Every game has just been ugly, and then we get the Bears and the Commanders, and it was a good game. It was a hot field. Yes, the Fields lever. It was a good game. It was, but why are they on match? Why are they
No, I'm saying
playing?
like, bro, they ain't got no business being on national television.
Why are they? Why?
And I be feeling like that's why Baltimore get disrespect. Not just saying this because it's my team, but like, bro, you have Lamar Jackson on that roster. Like, he don't get no televised games.
Them niggas be like, we do not care. Them
Like, I
niggas
feel
do
like that
not
game.
care.
Like, I feel like them and the Steelers. That's more of. That could have been more of a like. They could have played that day.
Thursday night.
You know, because that's a divisional game and rivalry.
But I'm telling bro, Thursday night football game. Or I'm gonna look up real quick Thursday night football games for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I
I
bet,
play Thursday.
and we played it
Broncos.
week. That's week. It is a what's my call game, divisional game, but that is probably a better game for that probably can go right there. That's what they do. Chiefs Broncos. They've got Jaguars and Saints, decent. Buccaneers and Bills. Why the fuck are the Buccaneers playing the Bills on prime time that on football? Titans and Steelers. 10 points is gonna be scored in that game.
Man, we got to do better with the schedule.
Panthers and the Bears. Otis, come on. Oh, okay. Bengals and Ravens. That's decent. I ain't gonna lie.
That is, but bro, no, but you just killed me with that last one, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Panthers Bears is crazy.
I'm a Justin Fields guy, so I'm gonna watch it. But Bryce Young versus Justin Fields is crazy.
And it's crazy because, like you said, that's a Thursday night game, and that's one of the days that we record and have to talk about it.
And that's why I said football really, I don't take it really serious until Saturday. It really don't start until because them Thursday night games.
Sometimes those Monday night games be hitting too though.
But that don't count. I count that after everything.
Yeah.
Shit, no, it ends Monday. It don't start back up until Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Decent little 3 days. Thursday and Friday be some bullshit though. I ain't gonna lie.
Then we got NBA season.
I was just
2 weeks
say
away.
that NBA is coming up. The preseason
2
is
weeks
started.
away.
Chris Paul on the Warriors. This shit really real. I thought it was fake. This shit real.
I was seeing that shit.
They got a jersey.
Nigga, bro, I'm excited for the NBA.
I am too. It feel like it's been gone for a minute.
Bro, to me, been feel like it
No
went by
time at all.
fast. Yeah, it went by fast. Like we were just talking about the finals.
Yeah, I know. They do feel like a little minute though.
It do, but at the same time, like to me, it went by fast. Like, damn, bro, we finna talk about this. We had to like, start over this, and now we starting from like game 1.
Which I am excited for because a lot of new movement and a lot of new. I'm just excited for the NBA. Steph Curry, hopefully we get a ring. That's what y'all know who I'm rooting for.
Especially watching the Suns today, but we gonna leave that for different, like probably the last preseason game to give like our last, our official season predictions and all of that. Like I said, the NBA season just 2 weeks away. NFL season, I ain't gonna say just now kicking off, but down there, we in the gripe of things. Week 5, next Sunday will be week 6. Week 7, week 8. Next thing you know, we'll be talking about who's gonna make that divisional wild card game, who in the playoffs. This shit right around the corner. This season going by fast a little bit.
Low key, 5 weeks in.
Going by fast a little bit. And once again, man, like I said, bro, we like 2 months away from season 2 of Off the Bench podcast. And bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm so excited to bring y'all season 2, bro. Like, what I'm saying, words can't explain. Individually, I can't really speak for him, but I'm just saying, me personally, I'm excited. Words can't explain the hard work that y'all don't understand that go into this, to getting this content out to y'all, these episodes, the hard work behind the scenes, the prepping for each episode. It's only just gonna go even more further now that when we start up season 2. I can't wait to get y'all that, man. How you feel?
I just like to show people. I don't like to talk.
Yeah. But this concludes episode 27, man. And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe on this episode. And we out.